Hey guys, Carrie Sibjian, another review. This time I'll be reviewing the complete selection modification Dart Kivat-bat from Master Kiva. This is an upgraded version of the belt used by Dart Kiva, aimed at adult collectors, with improved paint and details, as well as new sounds and features not found in the original deluxe version. This includes several things: Kivat-bat II, the belt itself, 2 fuestles, a belt stopper, and 6 fuestles. So, let's get started. First up, we'll take a look at Kivat-bat II in detail. So, like with the original version, Kivat II is a repaint of Kivat III, but done in such a way to make it stand out and not look like just a repaint. So for starters, the color scheme is switched from black and gold to red and black, and practically all of the detail you can see here is painted on, especially all of this metallic red. And we've got the black paint on as well as all this ornate gold trim as added on. And one detail that also stands out is how there's actually paint added to the eyes to make them a bit more narrow compared to Kivat III, where the entire lens is unpainted. Of course, it still has the clear green forehead gem. The wings can open up and close back down, and it's quite well painted here on the back as well, with the only parts that aren't really painted being the power switch, battery compartment button, and this button, which is what lets know if it's attached to the belt or not. Got the feet down here, which have springs so it can clamp on to the roost. And that's it for the details. Next, we can take a look at the Dart Kivat belt and the 6 included fuestles. So for the belt, this is identical to the CSM Kivat belt, but done up in black. You've still got all the mold-on chain details. You can see it's got a very nice glossy finish to it. Of course, there are even the chains molded onto the fuestles. Nice belt stopper in the back, and of course this can be adjusted to fit adult waists. And then we have the fuestles. So going from left to right, we have first the Wake Up fuestle, Dart Kiva version. And for these ones, the base color is gold instead of clear. You can see that the main color has been changed from red to black. Then you have the Bron fuestle, Dart Kiva version, where the main color has been changed from yellow to metallic brown. And the Doran fuestle, Dart Kiva version, where the main color has been changed from metallic orange to silver. And for those ones, we have the Garulu Seal fuestle, Basha Seal fuestle, and Dogga Seal fuestle. These, of course, go into the fuestles on the side, where they securely fit into place. So those 3 go on that side, while these 3 go on the other side. And there is the completed belt. Then, getting back to Kivat II, we can check out some of the things he can do on his own. So this functions in a way very similar to the CSM Kivat-bat III. So for starters, it does have a motion sensor, so if you move him around, it'll make flying sounds. As well as some extra sounds randomly thrown in. Then there are 3 main sound buttons. You have the special attack sound here, or the special sound / attack sound button here, the BGM button here, and the phrase / voice recognition button here on the back. So for starters, we can press the button back here and get some phrases out of him. And obviously I won't show off everything because that would make the video probably too long, but I will give you just some samples of some things he can say. So then we have some sounds you can get out of this button. Though if you press and hold it, it will also work as a phrase button. Then we have the BGMs, of which there are 6. Actually, I miscounted and there are 8. Including Supernova. And these can be set for transmission if you press and hold the button. Additionally, like with the CSM Kivat-bat II, as well as CSM Tatsalot, this does have voice recognition. So if you say certain phrases, he'll respond in turn. So I'll give you some of those examples. Zetsumetseo.
Nani? Kikoen na.
Zetsumetseo.
Oi, motto hakkiri to shaberu.
Zetsumetseo.
Nani? Kikoen na.
Let me try it from a different angle. Zetsumetseo.
Oi, motto hakkiri to shaberu.
It's not being cooperative. Zetsumetseo.
Yorokobe. Zetsumetsu taimu da.
Zetsumetseo.
Arigataku omoe. Zetsumetsu taimu da.
Zetsumetseo.
Arigataku omoun da na. Zetsumetsu taimu da.
Koumori modoki.
Nani? Kikoen.
Koumori modoki.
Inochi ga oshiku nai no ka.
Koumori modoki.
Yoku arou.
Koumori modoki.
Oi, motto hakkiri to shaberu.
Koumori modoki.
Yoku arou.
So he can be a little bit picky, but he does recognize phrases. To-chan.
息子などおらん。
To-chan.
親を敬え。
To-chan.
息子よ、この俺を超えていけ。
And then some other simple ones. Ohayo.
俺の眠りを妨げるな。
Oyasumi.
俺は夜行性だ。まだ眠らん。
Nigete.
何？聞こえんな。
Uwa.
どうやら、お前には俺が必要なようだな。
君は誰?
俺がお前のご主人様だ。
In addition, this actually has some voice modes for different characters, which you can activate by pressing both of the two ear buttons. So for the include characters, we have
私がキングだ。
the Fangire King,
紅音屋だ。
Otoya Kurenai,
ノボリタイガだ。
Taiga Nobori,
紅音屋、偉い人だ。
the alternate Otoya who appeared in Decade,
パパパパ僕だよパパマサオだよマサオ
and Masao Kurenai, who isn't a user of Dark Kiva but is played by the same actor as Otoya, so they probably just threw him in because of that. Though with these modes, you also have their own phrases.
俺はキバッと私がキングだ。久しぶりだなマヤ。タイガはきっと強くなる。俺とお前の血が流れているのだからな。紅音屋という男を知っているか。聞いたぞ。そいつを愛しているそうだな。紅音屋だ。そうか。でもなマヤ、お前の子供なら俺の子供だ。俺が力を貸してやろうか。何？俺ならお前を闇の牙にすることができる。そうすればあるいは勝ち目があるかもな。ノボリタイガだ。母さん、僕にはもう何も残ってない。残っているのはキングの座だけだ。キングだけは絶対に誰にも渡さない。紅音屋、偉い人だ。ありがたく思え。1000年に一度の天才紅音屋様の演奏だ。3000万円の価値はある。俺からの心ばかりのお祝いだ。ご苦労だった。お前たちのおかげでこの世界は無事修復された。紅音屋、偉い人だ。近い将来全国の教科書にこの俺の名前が載ることになるだろう。パパパパ僕だよパパマサオだよマサオ。パパパパ僕だよパパ会いたかった。マサオだよマサオ。正しい音と書いてマサオ。じいちゃんとは違うでしょ。22年後から来たパパの息子だよ。はじゃないよ。あ、そうだ。未来が大変なんだ。パパの力を貸してよ。こうしている間にも僕のことを敵が追ってくるんだ。
and then it goes back to normal when you press the buttons to cycle back.
俺はキバットバット2世。
There is also an alternate mode if you turn on while pressing the BGM button,
俺はキバットバット2世。
which is essentially a simplified phrase mode, to where if you press the button back, depending on which mode you're on, it'll just recognize anything and say a few different phrases. Kivat-bat.
ありがたく思え。絶滅タイムだ。
Kivat-bat.
喜べ。絶滅タイムだ。
And this actually changes depending on which voice mode you're in.
私がキングだ。
Kivat-bat.
ありがたく思え。絶滅タイムだ。紅音屋だ。
Kivat-bat.
よかろう。
And again, to switch back to normal, you just switch off and back on again.
俺はキバットバット2世。
After that, we'll bring back in the belt for the transformation. So, if you know how this works, it's the same as any other version of Kivat. Just press down the button on the top, which can be converted into a button like this, if that makes it easier for you.
かぶい。
And this has two alternating patterns for the gabuti, he says, when you press down the jaw.
かぶい。かぶい。
Let's set it on. Then we have the transformation into Master Dark Kiva. Let's remove it. You got the button on the bottom of the belt. You press down, lift off. Then press the two buttons on the ears. You also set a voice mode. And press and hold the BGM button to set music for transformation. You can also get some phrases before the transformation. Press the voice button. You also stop it. Just by pressing that. And you can press this button here for some voices as well as some attack sounds. You press and hold the button. And so with this button right pressing and holding it, you can have Dark Kiva using some of his powers. Then we can get to the fuestles. So the jaw, and start from this side with the wake up fuestle. Now, with this one, there's wake up 1, 2, and 3. And unlike with the deluxe version where it would cycle through them, in this case, it gets set to 1. It, by default, is set to wake up 1. And to change which one it is, you press both of the ear buttons. And then wake up 3. And you can definitely hear how it gets stronger as it goes up in the numbers. Then we have the Bron fuestle, which was never used by Dark Kiva, but they still have to have sounds for it. Then the Doran fuestle. Then the 3 sealing fuestles, which are used to seal the arms monsters. So first Garulu. Then Basha. And there are some phrases attached to those. And last but not least, Dogga. I believe some other phrases. What I do know is that you also get phrases if you have him off the belt while in the transform state and press the phrase button. And you can also test it out in the other transformation modes, or other voice modes rather. Then we got Wake Up 3. And we can switch it again. And we can test to see if there's much difference with the alternate Otoya mode, but there may not be. And it seems that this mode doesn't add any phrases to the attack sounds, which is fine. So maybe if we tried it on Wake Up 1. Guess not. And I don't know if Masao mode will actually have any kind of sounds. It would be odd, but worth a shot.
Papa! Papa!
Okay, yeah, this one is weird because this doesn't work as a substitute for Kivat-bat 4th. So, the fact that this is like this, just a bit odd. Although there are no sounds for afterwards, so I guess there's that much. Additionally, if you have other fuestles, or if you just press the buttons with your fingers, you can get other sounds out of Dark Kivat, such as the examples. And it's interesting that it just straight up has the Finalizing slash attack in it, even though Dark Kiva never used that attack. And finally, there's one more feature that Kivat II has on its own. That's something that I actually would have missed had I not looked up in the instructions. So for this, it's a little bit of an interesting process to get there. So first, we're going to switch it to King mode. Then we're going to press the BGM button and voice button at the same time. And this activates the transmission into the Bat Fangire. And while it's in King mode, there are some phrases you get from it. Then it also has some attack sounds. Or at least a attack sound. Then if we press it again, we get the Bat Fangire present day version. And this case is much more monstrous sounding, so we just get a couple of roaring sounds, or kind of monster growls, if you press the praise button. Then you can go back to normal by pressing these two buttons again. And there we go. Overall, like with the CSM Kivat-bat and CSM Kiva-bat, the CSM Dark Kivat-bat is a very impressive replica of the original. Obviously it does take from the original using the same mold for Kiva, but does improve the look and the accuracy a lot more. Of course, you've got all the different phrases, all the different sounds, and it does go pretty in depth with what you have access to. You know, even going as far as having Bat Fangire sounds. And it is interesting that this one has these voice modes, whereas the original didn't, and it does make me wish, in hindsight, that the CSM Kivat-bat had phrases from Kiva, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards at the time. But perhaps one day we'll see a CSM Kivat-bat version 2 that does include voice phrases if they're able to get hold of the actor. But regardless, if you're a fan of Dark Kiva, the characters that portray him, and you can afford to buy a high-end belt like this, then I'd certainly recommend picking this up. Next time, I'll be stepping into a brand new line for the first time, where I review the CSG Zombat Sword. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KR50, writing off.